focus intensely, have an intense period of urgency, and then access the deepest rest you can where you're not thinking about anything, where space and time becomes very fluid.
So stress in that case, post-exercise or learning session would actually hinder your ability to grow and get better.
Absolutely. And elite performers like elite military, elite athletes, I'm sure you're familiar with this, they understand that the ability to toggle back and forth between these high alert, high attentional states and deep rest is not just the key to performing what you can already do, it's also the ability to get better over time. You know, I think Goggins, again, is such a remarkable example because it seems like it's all gas pedal. But I'm guessing, I've never asked him about this, but I'm guessing that he has his ways of recovering so that he can remain in that heavy gas pedal all, significant amount of the day, all the time.
I don't know about that.
Maybe he's just all gas pedal.
I think he's all gas pedal.
Could be.
I mean, he eats well. I mean, he does sleep, but he prides himself on his ability to just go, let's go, motherfucker, and just force himself to do it.
It's so impressive because, I think most everybody struggles to try and get themselves in action. I mean, we know that actions are the key to neuroplasticity. I mean, yeah, you can do some mental training and that can be powerful. You can do meditation. You can learn to access sleep, all that stuff. But ultimately, to get better at anything, you got to get your reps in, whatever that is, neurosurgery or running.
That's interesting you say that because that's what he does with his mind. He's getting his reps in. And he describes it. He calls it armoring your mind. You have to armor your mind. And, like he told a story once about being on a plane. Some football player said, how do you keep that dog alive inside of you? And he goes, it is like a dog. He goes, my fucking dog, if I feed my dog, he goes, and I feed him again, that motherfucker's always hungry. He goes, he's always hungry. He's never not hungry. He's like, you got to be that dog. You got to always be there. So he's always there. And this doesn't mean he's not a pleasant guy. I love the guy. I love hanging out with him.
He's great.
He's great to have dinner with. He's fun. He's a good guy to be around. He's not like an asshole or anything. He's fun. But when it's go time, he's fucking ready.
It's David.
David, Goggins, all the time, 24/7, ready to go. Wake him up, 4 a.m, time to run. Let's go, motherfucker. Stay hard. I mean, that's what he does, like all day long.
He is every bit as intense as that public persona. When he came out to the lab, it was kind of interesting because we had just built this great white shark experience. And I'd gone down to Mexico, we had dove with these sharks, and my friend Michael Muller, he's got this whole thing where we could leave the cages, and we did all this, and it was fun and crazy and probably a little stupid, frankly, but we bring it back, we build this VR stimulus, and he and a couple other team guys came in, and, so I'm explaining what we're doing, and we show the shark thing on the screen, and he goes, I don't like sharks. And I'm thinking, okay, well, so we'll give him something else. And then we go through the whole thing, and I'm explaining how we wire people in, and we record from the brain. And I said, all right, so who would like to try the sharks? David, I'll go. Like, he just wanted to be first. And I realized, I was like, okay, he wasn't showboating. That's just the way he is. It's just, if there's something that creates that sense of agitation, that's a signal for him to go forward.
Do you know what he does in the summers?
I don't.
He goes to Montana to fight forest fires.
Does he really?
Yeah, he doesn't even make any money.
Amazing.
He just goes there. He's rich, and he gets fucking dropped off in Montana in the woods, camps out there, and fights forest fires with a bunch of other savages, and he does it to keep his brain hard.
That's fantastic.
He's the real deal.
He is the real deal.
Can you imagine? You got millions of dollars in the bank, and you're like, I'm going to go fight forest fires all summer.
Yeah.
Just to stay hard.
Yeah. Maybe I would have done that when I was a teenager to impress girls, but I don't
Bro,
think
he's 40.
He's doing it for him.
He doesn't give a fuck.